Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. His return starts at the 5. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45, wide. Hut, hut.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. That's going to set us up with 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. See him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's cut.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And they get this down to the 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Set. Black. Set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's cut.
Love from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Extra point added on by Haverson. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Haverson all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He brought this one almost to midfield before it was tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Right, here we go. Check, hut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Check, pink. Set, ready.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Working now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offensive line fast. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Goes to the hurry up here. They'll run for it with Barkley. And the Packers secure it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the 1st down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Even 9 yards, he almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Gets it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Black 40. Black shot. Set.
Gets it through the middle. Still fighting forward. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 13-0 lead. Jaden Reed the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Abrasic all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Okay, ready?
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Practice. Let's go. Hut, hut.
Now throw to start the drive. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Black 95. Yellow. Hut.
Again to throw on 2nd. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Ready, set.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. 10 black. Check.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I you field the same questions I do from people is, well, do you ever green interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to work they go after the interception. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-0 our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks.
Right.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
Oh, Uncle Lou, that
The ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
32. Red. Cycle. Eagle blue. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They are throwing it again. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Black Ultra.
First down, Eagles.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Pass is caught and denied. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Now hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Black 40. Smith red. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Drill green.
Love out of the shotgun. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Birds got to it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the first half. That Jones splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. He dodged the tackle. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 13-point lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. One after is up and good from Haversick. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Haversick all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the... What a hit! He's down shy of the 30. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Cut.
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, all we say is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7. 50-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. He's got Devontae Smith. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Love now to throw. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All set now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, they came at the perfect time. The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 13-point lead.
The play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Aversick all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this.
Here we go. Check.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. He spins right by him. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for Philadelphia first down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
22
First down, Eagles.
I'll throw it here on first. That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll motion Smith left.
Real green. Ready?
Throw here, third down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
50 green. Smash red.
They'll throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Cross steal. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles making a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Let's go. Yellow. Mega. Hut.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Set. Red. Yellow. Set.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Starting from the 5. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we set.
On first down, they'll run. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Headed out right. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, green. Blaster, 6. Drill green. 52 blaster. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Blue, yellow, 43. Ready.
Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Eagles get to it. And they can't add anything after that. Recovery partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Set.
First down, play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
Ready. Black shot.
You're going to try and throw it here. Force that to his right. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That's how the QB did a trick.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 35 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Come on, set. Hut.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
10 cycles. Red, 38. Hut, hut.
Thrown on first down, Love. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Smith on the coverage defensively.
Here we set.
Shotgun now for Love. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Caught by the open man. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
at the 20-yard line.
560. Red, cycle. Set. Black, 95.
Working inside the red zone. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Ball forward, and I think you've got his first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready, hut.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Drill green. Slide blue. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point added on by Haversick. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. Haversick all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So just one. Quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. 50, green. Set, hut.
Looking in the air here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
10 seconds. Come on, set. Blue, 32, green, yellow. Set, hut.
They're throwing it. Put the body on the line for his team. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 43.
They'll run here on 1st down. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
On the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Double, 38. Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Give him 5 on that play as he gets it inside the red zone.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, hey, blue, 33. Yellow. Blaster, 6. Smash, red. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's going for himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
Here we go.
Eagles
Blue
will
strike.
set up for the
60
two-point
red.
conversion.
Set.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Blue 32. Ready.
Love from the gun. This caught out right by Golden. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
First down.
Fight. 97.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Takes the handoff, now Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that makes it 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love now. Krabs has it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Ready.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal.
Trouble 38. You. Yep. Here we go. Set.
Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead to 7. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the ready.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 50. Green. Drill green. Set. Go.
Throwing from the gun. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Right. Black 40. Steal. Black. Hut.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hurry.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Eagles, 8 points behind. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Six. Mega. Come on. Set. 52 blue. Green down. Ready.
He's back to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here we go. Black. Red. 60 red. Claws red. Blaster. 6. Hut.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. This one's caught. Smith has it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 33. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Right. Striker. 3. Black open.
They'll look to throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go. 10 black. Set.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Cycle. Ready.
Desperation time here. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty.
Here we go.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock.
Ready?
Here's a design run. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.